So yeah, in total, I probably dropped about 1,200. What I would do, and this is what I advise to everybody considering building a PC, don't just wait and just buy everything at once. Like, gradually buy shit as it goes on sale. So go to PCPartPicker.com and it has like a template for a PC, right? In fact, I'm gonna show y'all this, bro. I'm gonna teach y'all real quick, bro. I got y'all. So we're gonna go to PCPartPicker.com. Damn, this shit really just had PCP. Okay. PC Part Picker. We're gonna do a system builder. See, this is a template for a PC. It has all the necessary components. So a CPU, cooler is not really necessary. A motherboard, the memory, the storage, the video card, which is the graphics card, the case, the power supply. The operating system is like the operating system and the monitor. Y'all already know what those are. That's the screen, and the operating system is gonna be Windows. But yeah, let's say we're building a new PC right now. Let's go to CPU. Let's see what we got. Let's see. It got all the choices of CPU right here. When you build the CPU, you could go AMD. The usual choice. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me pause the music. Cause I might throw this up on YouTube. Shit, hold up. These are all the choices right here. If you streaming, you probably want a Ryzen 5 or a Ryzen 7. I'll probably go with this one right here. Honestly, the one I got was this one though. So you know, I'll throw that in there to make it relevant to like see. These are all the prices. You pick it, it gives you all the prices of who's selling it. This is a very convenient ass feature, by the way, so you can compare it on the fly. So you can get it from Amazon for like $289, or it's saying that Best Buy also has it for $180, but it's out of stock. So let's say we were getting it now. Let's throw it on let's throw it on Amazon. It'll link you right up to buy it. But if you wanted to add it, you would hit add, and then boom, it's right here. It's a part of your PC or your makeshift PC that you're making. Motherboard right here. Usually when you go motherboard, you either want to go with the B series or you want to go with the X570. I went with the X570. There's not as far as the difference is concerned, that you don't really have to worry about. Just make sure that it's really for what's known as the PCIe, or otherwise it's the components that you're plugging in, like USBs. Like some certain USBs have different classes called PCIe, and now the ones that are coming out nowadays use PCIe 4, which getting a B550 or a B450 or a X570 is the way you want to go with that. That's the way you want to go if you want to future-proof yourself. So this is the one I bought right here. This is the exact one I have. So this is a motherboard. Let's add this. Let's see what's going on. It helps you also. These parts, it gives you what's known as a compatibility, meaning that if you were to buy the parts that are in this little template here and they don't go together, it'll warn you right here. It's saying this is having a compatibility warning. Let's see what the warning is. Let's check. It's saying warning. The motherboard supports Ryzen 5, which is what I put in there. That's weird. If the motherboard is an older BIOS version, then upgrading the BIOS will be necessary to support the CPU, which is fine. So that's actually not even bad. That's fine, because this is the literal combo I have, and I upgraded my BIOS, so you're good. Memory is RAM. Know what I'm saying? So that's random access memory. This is what your computer will use if it has to load things in or use multiple applications at the same time, right? So peep this. This is the exact one I got right here, the Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro. I got the 16 gigabytes. If you're building a gaming PC, don't go below 16. You want 16 to be the bare minimum for anything gaming, even streaming. You know what I'm saying, this is how much I have in my PC. I got 16 gigabytes. You like 32 gigabytes is said to be overkill, especially when you can run dual channel on these. I'm saying, but yeah, these is the ones I got. These are the RGBs. You don't even have to get RGB. You can cut some corners if you don't mind not getting like a fancy RGB shit. But yeah, let's add that. Storage. Let's peep that. Storage. I went with when you go storage. You can either go for a lot of space, but kind of slow load time. Because the thing about storage is this is where your games are stored, which means these contribute to load times, right? These are contributing to load times. Hold on. I can't focus on fucking. We got fucking Mario moaning in the background and shit. He giving us that ASMR. Let me pause this shit. All right, so we on storage now. This affects load times. If you go with the Barracuda, this is a really popular one, and I actually have this as my secondary storage channel. This is a lot of space. This is 2 terabytes, and you'll find it's really cheap. Look at that, it's $50. But you'll look at this, and it's only 1 terabyte, so it's half the space, yet it's damn near triple the price. And you're like, why? The reason why is because this is an NVMe. It's an NVMe SSD or an NVMe solid state drive. What this means is that unlike an HDD or a hard disk drive, it doesn't have to use mechanical parts in here to write the data or to write and access the data. I'm saying it uses a solid state instead, which means it's faster. In fact, it's way faster. We actually have a comparison on this on YouTube. Let me pull up a comparison real quick of load times using different drives, just to really drive it home for y'all. HDD versus NVMe SSD gaming. All right, this is an HDD versus an SSD versus an M2. Okay, this is actually perfect because these are using the exact examples I was giving to you. Let's check that. We're gonna look at that real quick. I'm gonna run through this real quick. This is FinalBOSS's like real quick PC builder tutorial right here. This is Cyberpunk 2077. They're doing all the load times back to back. This is the M2 right here. So basically just buy a P5. No, this is way fast, because the thing is, once you build it, it's way better. See, look at how these finished and how long this took. This is still going. This is done. This is the one. This is the NVMe right here. Look at that. 8 seconds, 29 seconds. We're gonna do Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This is the M2. This is the SSD. M2 SSD already got the picture. This still loading the picture. This is the cheap one, but it has a lot of storage. So let's peep that. We're already done over here. 11 seconds. The SSD right behind it. Look at this shit. Still waiting. Still waiting. We are still waiting right here. Up 40 seconds, bro. A whole damn half minute afterwards. Let's do 0 dawn. This is just storage, bro. This is how big an impact that storage has on your build. Because load times are affected. Look at that. These two are done. Same exact time. This one, we are still waiting. We are waiting. And it's not just, oh, it affects like you when you turn on the game. This affects when you hit any load screen. Like if you're starting a mission in a game and there's a load screen, or you're like going to a different part of the city and it's a load screen, like all that comes into effect then as well. So yeah, storage, very important. Very important, very important. Like, look at it, even this one taking a grip. This one taking a minute even for all of the quickest ones. Which game is this? It's giving me stick to console. No, this was actually really fun to learn, bro. It really was. This is Flight Simulator. Okay. 30 seconds, we're done. This one's still going. Cause the thing is, once you do it, bro, it gives you a modular experience, which means that you can take apart, like you can mentally take apart your PC and know what it needs, bro. And that is very valuable, man. Like if something goes wrong, I can take it apart, or I can look at it and be like, all right, this is what's happening. Cause I built that shit myself, bro. Like it's definitely an experience I say everybody needs. Look at that, they got this on 4 times speed. This is done at 12 minutes. This is done. This took literally 4 times the amount of the. All right, so that's basically what I wanted to show you. That's how huge of an effect storage alone has on your load time. I'll put the damn thing on. Boom. Let's go back here. So this is why I usually just bite the bullet and just have at least have one of both, right? So I have both in my system. I use this one for the high fidelity games like Cyberpunk and your Horizon Zero Dawns and your fucking like you know the game, the AAA games. We got those on here. And then on the other one I got like the retro games like the Sonic Adventure 2s, the Sonic Generations, the Paper Mario, the stuff like that. I keep all that shit on there. So yeah, let's add it. Let's throw it on there. That storage taken care of. We're already more than halfway done with the build. All right, now we're at one of the most important parts. This is your graphics card. Any avid PC builder would say that if you were gonna splurge on any component, do it on the graphics card. And I would be inclined to agree. The graphics card is very important. This controls pretty much how good your PC is. This is pretty much what separates a mid-range PC from a low-range PC and a high-range PC from a mid-range. This right here, you know what I'm saying? So the one you want to go for typically nowadays is at least right now the 3000 series is out of RTX, but pretty much nobody has them because everybody buys them out. So like, look at this. This is all 3000 series graphics cards. Let's see if any of them are available. If any of these are available by the time you're building a PC. Oh shit. Hold on. No, this is a lie. This is a 1050. Let's herd it out. Let's go over here. Let's go to the chipset. We're gonna filter it out by only the RTX 2060s and above, because that's pretty much the baseline of what you want. And then we'll do the 3000 series, or the 3060, 3070, 3080, 3090. We're gonna put all those on here. You can also go AMC and get a Radeon, but most of the cool kids get RTXs, let's be real. So we're filtered it out by graphics card, so let's check it out. Hold up, let me see something right here. All right. So, any questions, by the way? Anybody stop me if they got any questions about building a PC? Because this is for y'all, bro. This is for the realm. These lessons are for the realm. I got y'all. All right. So yeah, this is the video card, aka the graphics card. This is very important. This controls how good your PC is. This controls the whole ray tracing thing. This is what makes it your PC essentially competitive with a console. If you have an RTX 2060, you pretty much have the power of a P5 right there. So that's pretty much P5 energy. You know what I'm saying? Going up. And then if you in the 3000 series, like, you performing well past it. Right? Okay, so let's see. Because the RTX are 1060 or 2060 or 2080. Actually, I say if you have a 2070 or 2080, you're competing with P5. Because that's what causes that whole ray tracing and everything. The whole real-time light reflection, the ray tracing, is what RTX is all about. Searches to see what PS5 come back and stuff. Nah, bro, listen, bro. This fun. I will guide you. I will guide anyway. If you hit me up, if any of my realm mates hit me up about building the PC, I will help you, bro. I love this shit, bro. It was so fun learning about each component. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get back to it. The graphics card, mad important. You want to go to 2060 or 370, so we filtered it out that way. Different company. There's not one company that just does the RTX 2060. It's more like a style, and different companies can make it. Like, as you can see, Nvidia has a RTX. Nvidia has a RTX 3000 series. EVGA has one. Like, all these companies got one. Gigabyte, MSI, all of them. So you would really just choose the company that you, because they all pretty much function the damn same. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But you want to keep an eye on what style it is. If you can find a 3000 series, aka a GeForce RTX 30 anything, if you can find it, I would risk it for the biscuit. I would buy it on site. You ideally if you're a beginner build, you probably want the cheapest one. But if you can find any one, just buy it. Just buy that shit, because it has been out of stock forever. Actually, it looks like it's getting back in stock. But see, yeah, it's saying no price is available because they like nobody can get it. Like, it's out of stock. Let's take a look at another one though. We still got it filtered by the 3000 series. Let's see. Let's check this one. Out of stock. Let's check this. Oh, this is in stock. Hold up. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, I might have to buy this. We got some 3060s available. Oh, let me tweet this out. Oh shit. We got some RTX 3060s available on Amazon. This is big news, Morgan. The 3000 series is pretty much future proofing you for the next, I would say, probably about 4 or 5 years. Know what I'm saying? That's pretty much going to be P5 level technology, going P5 and beyond. So so if you got 3000 series, you doing better than P5. Like, you living. Know what I'm saying? So we gonna add that. We're gonna add that since that's available. All right, and the case. You just want one with good airflow. This is probably like the least. This is important because you want to make sure that the thing you want to look out for a case is that you want to make sure that it's big enough to hold your motherboard. So there's different motherboard size, right? So let's go back to motherboard. There's different size motherboards. I believe there's about 3 different sizes. Let me filter these bitches out. Shit. Can I get back? Come on now. Motherboard, let's do this. There we go. All right. There's a micro, ATX, a mini ATX, and a regular ATX. That stands for the size of the motherboard. Like usually a full size ATX is probably about this big, and then a micro is probably about this big, and then a mini is about this big. That's for if you want to do like a mini PC build, like you want your desktop to like only be yay big. You feel me? But normally you'll be going with the regular ATX. Just go with the regular ATX just to be safe. Know what I'm saying? But if you want a budget, then this is another place you could cut. You could go for a mini ATX and save some bread that way. All right, but yeah, we gonna keep it what we got. You feel me? So back to the case. I got a Fantex case. I got a Fantex 4000 case. You just want to look out for airflow. You want to look here. Make sure it says ATX full tower. You do not want a mid tower because that is some small shit. It may not fit. So make sure you get you a full tower and just let's do this. Let's organize it by full tower. So only full towers show up. Fantex is a good brand here. Fantex and Lian Li. Lian Li is like famous for their lights, bro. So if you want a fancy ass RGB case, you would probably do no wrong to go with Lian Li. But otherwise, Fantex is fantastic. You can cut corners here as well. Just make sure it has some. The Cooler Master is also great. Just make sure that it's getting proper airflow, that no dust. Look up reviews on these. This is probably when you want to look up reviews on, because you don't want a case with some ass airflow. That means you're going to have mad dust bunnies and shit up in here. So you have to take it apart. You have to clean that shit mad often because the airflow is just going to be buns. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Which one we're going to add? We don't want no super expensive ass case. We probably going to get like a Fantex. Like let's go with this. A Fantex Enthoo. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to give y'all the one I got just for reference. Fantex is organized by Fantex. Oh, they don't got the one I got. Yo, I got a bigger one. I guess they upgraded all of them. Let's go with the PH free move. Fuck. Let's go with this one. Fuck it. Let's add that. And then the last thing is the power supply. This you want to look out for. The thing you want to look out for here is you want to make sure that it is 80 plus. This is probably the base thing. You want to make sure that on it says 80 plus something. And then it's graded from that. So it's graded by, if it's just the 80 plus, then it's the 80 plus bronze, gold, platinum, titanium. And I think there's like a diamond above that. If you want to go super hard. You should not need more than platinum. Gold is just fine. Anything below gold, and even silver's fine. I would probably not do bronze or lower though. But this one, and then it also goes by watts. You want to make sure your power supply has enough wattage to support the type of components you're running. So if you're running a really good graphics card, you need a power supply that can handle that amount, because your power supply has a wire that I think it's called the 8-pin wire. It has an 8-pin that connects directly to the graphics card, and that's what gives it power. So you got to make sure it has enough juice to provide that. You feel me? So normally I would do 650. If you're gonna be gaming and streaming, I would do 650. If you're gonna if you're going for a high end shit, I would probably go 750, 850. But if you just gaming, this one right here is perfect. It's an 80 plus gold, and it's a 650 watt, and it's black. Another thing to look for is if the wires are black, and you may be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like why does it matter? Because if it's not black, then it's going to have what's known as the ketchup and mustard wires, which are exposed wires on your power supply. And if you're trying to go for like an aesthetically pleasing build, black is great because any color can pretty much go with it. But if you got like the red and yellow wires coming out, just shit, it can look pretty ugly. I'm saying so, but if you don't care, you could go ahead and throw it on there. But this one looks literally perfect, $650, and it's gold, and it's pretty cheap. Let's add that, and that's our PC right there. I'm saying this is all 7 necessary components. If you're asking about these empty spots, this is additional storage and additional memory, which we can worry about post build. CPU cooler, this is optional because the CPU comes with a cooler already. It comes with a little like phantom fan on it, like a phantom little circle fan directly on it to cool the CPU. So you don't technically need a CPU cooler unless you feel like your joint's overheating. Operating system, this is Windows. You can get Windows actually pretty cheap. Don't buy it from the website. What you want to do is you want to download it from the website, and then there's a link I can send you, and you can get Windows 10. Windows on the website, Windows 10 will probably charge you like $100, $200. I'll send you a link. You only pay $10, bro, because you can get it from another country where it's cheaper, but the access code that you get works for America. So literally, you can pay pennies on the dollar for it. Oh fuck! And then monitor. If you need a monitor, go with something with a something with a high refresh rate. If you're going for a monitor, I would say stay close to 60 to 120 frame refresh rate, and then make sure, of course, it can do at least 1080p. 4K is optional, but at least 1080p. And that's our build. We got all 7 necessary components: CPU, motherboard, memory, storage, graphics card, case, power supply, and that brings us to $900. You said, why is it red up top? It's a warning that we got earlier. It's basically saying that the motherboard that we chose may not go with the CPU, but I can attest that because the BIOS, and if you're wondering what BIOS stands for, let me actually pull that up. BIOS is what you'll be using to set up your computer when it first launches, because obviously when you first launch your computer, it's not gonna have Windows on it. It's gonna load the BIOS, full basic input output system, because it doesn't have any operating system on it. So this is basically the system that you'll use to set up your all your components, to set up your operating system, which is Windows. So it'll look something like this, or like this. Like, it'll have like basic shit on it that'll show you how the components are working. It may look like this too. This is the one that the MSI motherboard BIOS looks like. This one looks awesome. But yeah, you use that, and you'll have a flash drive with Windows downloaded, and you'll plug it in, and you will use the BIOS to install it. And that is our PC build. It can be fun. Look at that. We built a PC damn near live on stream, picked all the individual parts, put it together based on our needs. We got 16 gigabytes memory for the gaming. We got an NVMe for the quick load speeds. We got a 300 or 3000 series graphics cards for that PlayStation 5, beyond PlayStation 5 graphics. We got a decent case with some airflow. We got a nice 650 watt power supply to power the whole thing. Got a future-proofed X570 motherboard right there, all running on a Ryzen 5 3600 core 6-core processor. This is pretty good. If you need a bit more power, you could probably go 8-core here. But yeah, all under $1,000. All under a stack right here. All this under a stack. This is if we were buying it all at the same time. Now peep this. Guess what's coming up? Black Friday. You can catch these on a sale then. Get it for even less. The graphics card, I would probably, if you had to pick a part to get right now, I would get the graphics card. Get the graphics card as soon as it's available, because those are actually on, on watch. Hey, what's going on, Phoenix? How you doing? Just teaching people how to build a PC here. This has been Game PC 101 with the Final Boss. Stay tuned next week, and he'll show you how to hack the IRON. Yes, sir.